everybody, I'm Knight Uretsky.
I'm Kelcheek.
And we got a great Milk Bowl matchup today. BCHS girls basketball against Central Valley Christian girls basketball. It's been a rivalry since around 2004. Very exciting stuff. Earlier in the day, other teams playing basketball played. JV girls basketball lost to CVC, and then the JV boys basketball just obliterated CVC's boys basketball. And we're off right here. Workman with it in the left corner, guarded by Jackson. Jackson clawing away at the ball, and they're going to call a jump ball here. Great job by Jackson. Possession arrow in the Eagles' favor, and they're going to come on offense now. Passes to Buteau in the far corner. Shot is up, and that one's good.
Great shot.
Great job by Jackson across the course into the far corner. Good job by Buteau to make that three. Puts them up 3-0. Each point is crucial in this game. Another jump ball here. Great job by the Eagles to poke their way at it, get the ball on the ground, and then just find their way to hold onto it. Although CVC got their hands on it, it's still a jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to CVC. Already 2 jump balls here in this early game. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Cavalier basketball. Passes it inside for Vander Tweeg. No good. Rebounded by Filkins and passes across court to Jackson the other way. At the top, hands off to Filkins, going down the right side. Spins back to the top for Jackson. She drives down the lane, goes up. Can't get the bounce. Rebound by Soule. Throws it up there and no good. Rebounded by Vander Tweeg, and here come the Cavaliers the other way. DeJong with it, passes it inside, tipped up in the air. Can't get it. Vander Tweeg back with it, but she travels. With that travel, it'll be Eagles basketball here. 3-0, 6:50 to go here in the first quarter. Milk Bowl matchup. Jackson to the right side for Buteau. Takes a dribble or two, spins back to pass to Jackson at the top. She penetrates the lane, kicks out to the right corner for Filkins. No good. Great rebound by Soule. I've seen a couple of them from her already. Jackson 3-pointers up, and that one's no good. Rebounded by Workman, and she's going to bring it up the court for the Cavaliers. 3-0, 6:20 to go, first quarter. Great defense by the Eagles. Get a tip on it. Buteau throws it up to Jackson down the court, the left side. She goes up for the layup. No good. Jump ball now. Another jump ball. This time going back to the Eagles' favor. Good job by Addie Schaefer there. So hang on to that ball. 6 minutes now. 3-0 still the score. Jackson goes in, loses the ball, but it was tipped out, and it goes out of bounds. Eagles basketball. Jackson passes inside for Soule. Soule goes up and gets the foul. Almost was able to convert for an and one opportunity. Just hits the back of the rim and comes out. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Foul, 2 shots. Foul is Soule.
First free throw is good from Soule. Gym's fairly packed. I mean, last night was a pretty packed game itself against Ridgeview, but Milk Bowl normally turns out for a lot of fans, especially with the soccer going on right across the road behind the gym. See all these Cavaliers and Eagles players play each other every year. Next year, the Milk Bowl will be in CVC. CVC actually won the Milk Bowl in football this year. It's a crushing loss, 28-20. Eagles trying to win some games here so they can claim the jug for themselves. It's going to be Cavalier ball now. Workman inbounds it for Westra. Westra goes inside, goes up, and no good. Rebounded by Schaefer as she kicks it out for Jackson. Jackson across court, inside for Filkins. Filkins up, and no good. Rebounded by Vanderhoven. And Westra is going to bring it up for the Cavaliers, guarded by Buteau. Number 3 against number 3 matchup here. Buteau tips it. She gets it. She's going to come down the court, the left side, throws it up the layup. No good off the right side of the rim after she banked it off the glass.
Stepped on the big slide.
They're going to say that Westra stepped out of bounds, and it's going to be Eagles ball there.
Timeout.
It's going to be a timeout now. Cal, what's impressed you so far in this early game?
I'm seeing a lot of aggressiveness from our team, and we're getting a lot of jump balls here, and I think it's keeping us on top.
Yeah, you say those jump balls already 3 to the name. The possession arrow actually goes to CVC right now, but like we said, 3 already. The Eagles got the possession arrow on the first one. Second one went to CVC, and then back to us after CVC won the opening jump ball. Timeout's almost over here. Eagles lead 4-0. Early Milk Bowl action. 5:20 to go here in the first quarter. Filkins is going to be the one to inbound for the Eagles. Throws it in for Jackson in the right corner. Dribbles down the lane, kicks out, but nobody's there. It's going to be a wide open layup for Workman, and Workman lays it in. That makes the score 4-2 with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Jackson inside for Sule. Sule drives but gets swatted out. And here comes Workman the other way. He's going to go in and makes the way in. She has all 4 of those points for the Cavaliers. Ties the game at 4:45 to go here first quarter. Jackson to the right side for Filkins. Filkins back to the top for Jackson. Jackson's calling a play as Buteau runs back the back baseline. Filkins' shot is no good, but Sule's there for the rebound.
Bakersfield Christian.
Great job there for Domi as she makes the lay-in. 6-4 the score, 4:15 to go. Great defense by Schaefer as she's going to bring it up the court, passes to Jackson on the far side. Pump fakes, then dribbles in, goes up, and is going to get fouled. Misses the shot. 6-4 now.
With the foul.
Jackson's a really good free throw shooter. See the first one. She makes it, of course. 7-4 the score.
Terrence Sule checks in.
Jackson to make this a 2-possession game, and she does. 8-4, 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go, first quarter. CVC throws it in, goes out of bounds. It's going to be Eagles ball. Throws it in, tipped, and then Filkins able to get it wide open, takes the shot and just misses the rim completely. CVC was able to get the ball, but there was a foul. Foul on number 32, Temi Sule. And stolen by Jackson. Filkins ends up with it after a brief moment of possession for CVC. Buteau three-pointer now, no good. Rebounded by Vandertweeg. And Vandertweeg gets fouled. It's a foul on Domi Sule. Both the Sule sisters are in the game. Both great post players for the Eagles. Westra with it, passes it back to DeJong. DeJong up to Westra on the right side, and then stolen by Domi. Soule tried to go up the lane. Then another jump ball already. Four jump balls.
Alicia Bertha checks in for Central Valley Christian BCHS basketball.
It's crazy. Soule kicks it back out to Jackson. Jackson up now, and that shot is good.
Go to the basket, number 2, Eagles.
Great shot from the right elbow. Makes the score 10-4. Eagles doing a four-court press, and it seems to be working as Buteau steals it. Tried to kick it to Filkins, goes off of her and out of bounds.
Alicia Bertha.
It's going to be CVC basketball.
Trinity Williams, number 12. Checks in for the Eagles.
Hey, Laney's number 2. He keeps saying Lloyd. That's all.
After a brief discussion about the shot clock, here comes the Eagles this time. Buteau three-pointer short. Hits the front part of the rim, goes off of Williams and out of bounds. Actually, they're going to say it's off of a Cavalier player, although it looked like it was off of Trinity Williams, the Eagles freshman basketball player. It's going to be Eagles ball. Temi Soule brings it back out, just hands it to Lainey Jackson.
Don't force it.
Jackson up the middle, penetrates, goes up and gets the foul. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Jackson will drive for BCHS.
Fouls on number 10, Alicia Bergman.
2 shots.
It's her first foul of the game.
Hey, know who you have. Trin, who do you have?
First free throws, no good, which is a rare miss for Jackson. Normally a for sure make. And how rare that is, she misses 2. Offensive rebound by the Eagles, and then they throw it back out. Jackson's able to save it before it goes out of bounds and across the court.
Use that.
Buteau with it, kicks it to the top for Jackson, down to the post for Soule, but tipped out of bounds by Vandertweeg. It's going to be Eagles basketball. 10-4 the score, 2:36 to go, first quarter.
Kobe Westbrook, 11 in for CVC.
Come on, girls, pick it up.
Buteau's pass is tipped out by DeJong. And we finally get some action. Soule down to the corner for Jackson. Three-pointer short. Goes off the rim and rebounded by Vanderhoven. Yet another jump ball here. It's going to be Cavalier basketball. Trying to inbound it. Looks like she crossed the line. Bergman was trying to get it to her man, or her player. Jackson back out to the top for Buteau. Buteau's three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Westra. Westra up the court, and man, Bergman couldn't hang on to that one. Score still 10-4, 2:10 to go. First quarter now. Jackson passes to Buteau on the right side. Drives in, goes off her foot. And here comes CVC the other way. Eagles playing tough defense here. Williams guarding. Looks like a foul on Buteau.
Foul on Buteau, number 3 for BCHS. Ball out to the Cavaliers.
Filkins is going to check into the game now for Buteau after that foul.
25. Checks back in for Bakersfield Christian.
Throws it up. Soule grabs it. But at the same time, Vandertweed grabbed it. Another jump ball. How many jump balls will we have, Cal?
I'm going to guess a lot more than this, because if it keeps up at this rate, it's going to be a lot.
Yes, sir. Jackson at the top trying to make some moves. Bergman guarding. Drives inside, floaters up, and it rattles in. Great job by Jackson to penetrate the lane, and that makes it an 8-point game.
Hey, get to the beat of the baseline.
Makes it more than a 2-possession game as Bergman goes up, gets the bucket, and one.
Alicia Bergman, number 10, coast to coast, CVC, just fouled.
Great job by Bergman to go down the left lane, get the contact, and go up off the glass and make the basket.
Lauren Butel, number 3, back in for the Eagles.
Buteau just checked in for Filkins. This to make it a 5-point game. Free throws up and no good. Rebounded by Soule. And Jackson passes across court for Buteau. 3-pointers up and no good. Hit the front of the rim.
Lauren, do something else.
Goes off of Soule and out of bounds. It's going to be Cavalier basketball.
You're on your man. Watch it cut back. Watch her cut back.
De Jong to inbound. Throws it up. Stolen by Jackson. Goes in. Gets the contact and one.
Jackson will steal baskets, BCHS.
What a key play by Laney Jackson there.
Laney Jackson, number 2.
Great defense with the steal. Goes up in the lane between 2 defenders, gets the contact and one. Misses the free throw once again, but offensive rebound by Soule. Now Buteau, 3-pointers, no good, off the glass, then hit the rim. Bad miss by Buteau. Then there's a push on Soule, and she's going to be taken out of the game. Jenna Taylor comes in now for the Eagles. CVC with it. Bergman down the left side of the court now, guarded by Soule, and then they're going to call a foul on her. They're going to call her with a block. Goes out of bounds. That's the Eagles' 6th foul of the quarter. Schaefer's going to come in now for Soule. Bergman to inbound. Looking, throws it in, gets tipped by Eagle defenders. Buteau picked it up, but it looked like her knee was out of bounds, and that's what they're going to call. Bergman inbound, throws it up, and that one's good for Vanderhoven. Great job by Bergman to find her open teammate, and great job by Vanderhoven to make the basket. Schaefer's shot's up and no good, rebounded by Taylor, and her shot's no good. Now, here comes Jackson up the lane. She gets fouled. And that's what Jackson's been doing in this game. She's going in, getting the contact, and going to the line. I think the Eagles like their chances there.
Laney Jackson, BCHS.
Jackson's first free throw is good. Makes the score 15-8. 32 seconds to go here, first quarter. Jackson's second shot is good. Doubles the score. Bad pass by CVC on the inbound, stolen by Schaefer, and passes it Jackson. Jackson out for Taylor, 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Westra, and she's going to bring it up the court on the left side. Crosses court to the middle, passes it now, and then a travel up, down for Shaw. Shaw tried to shoot it, just jumped there. It's going to be Eagle ball. Jackson's bringing it up for the potential last shot here. Drives down the left side, throws it up, misses it completely. 1 second, and the Eagles aren't going to get a last-second shot. So that'll do it for the first quarter. Eagles lead 16-8. It's been a definitely interesting first quarter. A lot of jump balls, 11 total fouls. The Eagles have 6 fouls, and CVC has 5. Cal, what are your thoughts on this first quarter?
I think our team is doing a great job getting a lot of rebounds and getting a lot of steals, and we're getting down and making some great shots, but we already have a lot of fouls, so I think we need to be really careful there.
Yeah, we are. We're almost into 1-1 territory for the bonus for CVC, but overall a great quarter for them. They're leading by 8. Key player for the Eagles right now is Lainey Jackson. She's done a really great job running the point, going inside, getting the contact, and going up and trying to make the basket. She's made a couple of baskets and gotten those and ones, but she's been to the line about 4 or 5 times. She's had a couple of free throw misses, but if she is able to nail them, the Eagles are going to be solid in this game. It's going to be CVC basketball now. Vanderhoven with it, guarded by Schaefer as she pokes it through.
Another jump ball.
Another jump ball. Wow. DeJong and Jackson and another CVC player all jumped onto the ball. All grabbed it at the same time. Jump ball now. Eagles ball. Back to the top for Jackson, to the corner for Taylor. Taylor 3, no good. Hits the back of the rim, comes back towards her, and here comes Westra the other way. Westra throws it, trying to hit Shaw. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Eagles basketball. Looks like Taylor stepped over the line when she passed it. It's going to be CVC ball now. Bergman gets fouled by Buteau. Buteau's got to be a little worried. She's already had a couple of early fouls here in this game, and she's a key player the Eagles need. Filkins is going to check in for Buteau. They're trying to preserve her so she doesn't foul out. Earlier in the JV girls basketball game, 8 players fouled out.
8 players?
It was crazy. Or something around that area. I think there was like a total of like 40 to 50 fouls. It was...
Wow.
It got to the point where the scoreboard, which can only go up to 10 fouls, it was way over that. So it would just read 10 fouls on the scoreboard, but everyone knew there was more. And there was like so many traveling calls, it was insane.
Jackson foul on the drive. Foul against Bergman, number 10. 16 fouls against CVC.
Eagles inbound it. Tried to surprise him there. Normally they line up in that formation, then break off and try to find an open man, but they just passed it to the first person. Surprising CVC. Jackson gets fouled, and she's going to shoot now.
Bakersfield Christian.
Like we said, Jackson gets to the line often. First free throw is up, and that one's good. Makes the score 17-8, 7:05 to go, second quarter. Second free throw is good for Jackson. Extend the lead to 10. Eagles doing a half-court press now. Great steal by Rogers. And Rogers passes to the top for Jackson. Jackson three-pointer, no good. Goes out of bounds. Eagles ball. Jackson passes the corner for Rogers. Rogers three, no good. And the Eagles are going to reset here after Filkins passes it to Jackson. Jackson drives down the lane again, floaters up and no good. Rebounded by CVC, but stolen while crossing midcourt. Filkins with it now. She stops and passes it to Jackson, and they're going to reset. Jackson to the corner for Filkins. Three-pointer off the back of the rim. No good, and goes off a Eagles player, and they're going to say CVC basketball.
Penalty number 1 checks in for the Cavaliers.
Cal, what's impressed you the most so far?
I think we've had, just like I said earlier, a lot of aggressiveness, and we've had a lot of steals, but we've missed quite a lot of our shots when we've been close to the basket, and I think that's been a big problem for us.
Yeah, we have missed a lot of our shots as Jackson threw it to Rogers. Rogers able to save it before she falls out of bounds. Great play by her to pass it all the way back out for Jackson as she drills a three. Makes the score 21-8, 5:30 to go, second quarter. Passes it back out, and that one goes off the top for Shaw.
Hey, nice job, Trent.
Play 14.
And the foul on Rogers.
Foul on the shot for Rogers.
The landed shot should
Shaw's going to go to the line. First free throw's no good. Weird free throw shot.
Yeah, I like
for
her shot.
She just stops momentarily, and then it's like a quick motion and a high arcing shot. Definitely haven't seen a free throw shot like that before. Misses both shots though. Jackson with it, passes to Rogers in the corner. Throws it back out for Jackson on the far side. Down to the far corner for Rogers. Jackson has 7 seconds on the shot clock. Goes up, gets the foul, and she's going to the line once again.
well spoken personal foul. 2 shots for Lenny Jackson. BCHS.
CVC has 18 fouls, and you got to think almost all of them are on Jackson.
Yeah. She's doing a great job squeezing through the line and getting fouled and getting on the line and getting to shoot.
Second free throw coming up after she misses the first one and swishes it. 22-8, 4:58 to go, second quarter. Westra down the right side, guarded by Williams. Back out now for Reed. Reed has it stolen, and Rogers picks it up. Throws it back for Jackson as she brings it across the Eagles logo. Down for Williams. Williams shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Schaefer, no good.
Nice, Trent.
Great job by Williams to grab the basketball. Goes on the ground. It's going to be CVC basketball, though, as Schaefer comes out for Soule.
Hey, watch the screen. Somebody drop. Don't drop.
Eagles still doing that half-court press as Westra tries to throw it up, cannot. Workman with it now at the top, guarded by Rogers. Down the right side. Steps out of bounds, and it's going to be Eagles basketball. 22-8, 4 minutes to go. Great offensive showing for the Eagles here. Great defense as well. They used to have a full court press. Now they've switched to the half court press, and it just seems to be working. Jackson's been able to get to the line, score the buckets. It's been a great performance.
Checks in for the Cavaliers. 33.
Hey, somebody drop. Don't drop.
Eagles still with that half-court press. Williams at the top, guarding. Throw it down for Vandertweeg, back out for DeJong. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by CVC as she tries to throw it back, but Williams is there. Williams throws it across court for Jackson, somehow gets away. I don't know how that one wasn't intercepted, but nevertheless, Jackson goes up the lane, gets the foul, and goes up and almost was able to finish there. Hits the back of the rim.
Removable foul, 2 shots for Lane Jackson, Eagles.
She's going to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. Seen her make about 60% of her free throws. Let's see if she can make this one. And she does. 24-8. 8-0 run for the Eagles. Stolen by Rogers. Rogers just hands it to Jackson next to her. She goes down the right side, goes up off the glass and no good. And yet another jump ball. Sule and Vander Tweeg were there. It's going to be Eagles ball. Throws it in for Rogers. Rogers back out for Jackson. Inside for Sule. She banks it in. Great job by Dami Sule. 26-8 the score. 2:50 to go. And this one's stolen by Filkins as she loses the ball and it goes out of bounds. Tough break for the Eagles. Eagles still with this press. Jackson guarding DeJong. DeJong up the right side, passes it inside and gets tipped out of bounds by the Eagles. Vanderhoven comes into the game for Reed for the Cavaliers. Westra passes to the top for Workman. Workman drives up and no good.
Eagles basketball.
It's going to be Eagles basketball the other way. 2:30 to go. They lead 26-8. Lainey Jackson having a great game already. Been able to get to the line. Let's see if she's going to make something happen here. Spins across, passes to Rogers for the corner. 3. Overshot the rim. Rebounded by Vander Tweeg. And DeJong brings it up the right side now. Passes down to the corner for Westra. Westra trying to get it down. Cavaliers lose the ball and Rogers is on a breakaway. Goes up and misses it. Rebounded by Sule and she gets the bucket. That makes the Eagles lead 28-8, 20 points. 12-0 run for them. And backcourt violation for the Cavaliers.
Up and over back against the Cavaliers. Eagles basketball.
It's going to be Eagles ball. Eagles absolutely dominating here.
The winning shot for CVC.
Jackson at point. Is getting a screen from Sule as she tried to roll. Three-pointer now for Rogers, short. Rebounded by Williams to Sule, and she lays it in off the glass. Great job by Williams because Rogers airballed the shot. She was there under the rim, just passed it to Sule, who was right next to her, able to lay it in across the glass. As Jackson steals it here, she's slowing it down, passes it inside for Rogers, down for Sule. Sule off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, misses it once again. And another jump ball. Sule and Vander Tweeg were there, but man, so many jump balls. 54 seconds on the clock. Eagles lead 30-8.
Paige Barolas in for BCHS.
DeJong drives, stops, throws it up, off the front of the rim, rebounded by Filkins after a tip from Vandertweg. Jackson gets off the trap, goes inside, floater up, and off the glass and in.
Beautiful shot off glass.
Great job by Jackson to split the defenders, go up the center of the court, gets the floater off the top of the box, makes the score 32-8. DeJong's shot now airballed it, rebounded by Filkins, and Sule has it now, and she just hands it to Jackson as she brings it up court. Stops, acts like she's gonna pull up, passed it to Rogers, and now Rogers back to Jackson. Last second shot for Filkins, no good. So that'll do it for the fourth quarter. Eagles lead 32-8. 16-0 run to end the quarter. Cal, what are your thoughts?
I think we're doing a great job on defense, and we've made a couple of our shots. I think we can do a better job with shooting, but we're doing a great job with stealing and rebounding and a lot of jump balls so far.
Yeah, after that timeout, Eagles go on that 16-0 run. So that'll do it for the first half. We'll be right back for the second half of basketball after this. We'll see you guys there. And we are back. Cal, what are your thoughts on the first half of basketball?
I think we played a great first half, and you know, we played some great defense, and I think if we can keep it up in this, then we can put this game in the bag.
You say keeping it up. What do we need to keep up?
Mostly our great defense, but I think we could increase our offense, just our shooting, but our rebounding and our steal, and we've had some great steals so far.
How would you explain upping our offense? Like, what would you do to fix what we're doing out there?
We need to make more shots, I think, and but we're doing great on rebounds, and Jackson's doing a great job getting on the line and making some free throws.
Yeah, in the second quarter, the Eagles' defense was so good. CVC did not score a single point. At the end of one, it was 16-8, and after two, it's 32-8. Crazy stats. Workman has 4 points, Bergman has 2, and Vanderhaven has 2 for CVC. Jackson has, about 10 or so. Rogers with a 3-pointer. She has 3 points, and Soule has 4. Plus, Soule has a free throw to her name. Jackson has a bunch of those to her name as well. Shot is no good for CVC. Rebounded by Vander Twig. Schaefer gets it the other way. Plays on, gets the basket, and one. Shot clock went off because the ball rolled to the other side of the court. There was no possession change, so they figured that they would wait until there was one. She picked it up with about a second on the shot clock, switching it to the Eagles, so it's not a shot clock violation, and the basket does count. Schaefer makes the second free throw, makes the lead 35-8.
Knight, how many more jump balls do you think we're going to see today?
8 or so.
Yeah,
we'll count them throughout the game.
The defense by Jackson.
Goes out of bounds off CVC. It's going to be Eagles ball here. Jackson at the top gets a screen from Soule. Pulls up from 3-point range off the glass and no good. Rebounded by Soule inside, goes up, gets the foul, and she's going to go to the line and shoot 2. First free throw coming up. Oh, just misses that one. Goes off the front of the rim, hits the backboard, can't roll in. Probably about 9 times out of 10 you see that one roll in. Second free throw is good. 36-8 the score. 20-0 run for the Eagles. DeJong with it. Passes it inside. Vander Tweed can't get it. DeJong out to the corner, and Buteau tips it out of bounds. Walsh checks into the game now for Buteau.
Taylor Walsh, 20 in for BCHS.
Foul called on the play.
Is that Anna?
Now Filkins with 25 for the Eagles.
Fouls on
CVC.
Filkins
First team foul.
as CVC tries to pass it inside.
By Jackson.
Jackson tips it out of bounds. They're going to do another throw in here. Inside now, shot is up. No good. Looked like it was tipped as Soule brings it up the court. double clutched and traveled there. She tried to pass it back to Jackson. It's going to be CVC ball now. Westra with it. Passes to the left side for Vanderhoven. Now to DeJong. DeJong tried to pass it, tipped by Filkins, and she picks it up. It's going to be a turnover by CVC, and here comes Jackson the other way at the logo. Brings it to the left side. Motion by Walsh. Gets a screen from Soule as she peels off inside to Soule. She goes up and gets the basket and one. Great job by Soule. Makes the score 37-8, trying to make this a 30-point game. Free throw rims in and out, no good. Keeps the lead at 29. Bergman drives inside to Vandertweeg. Vandertweeg up and no good. And yet another jump ball. There you go, number 1 out of 8. That's my prediction. Maybe more. The way this game is going, we'll never find out we'll find out how many jump balls there is, but that is an insane stat. Bergman to inbound, tries to pass it in, goes off an Eagle player and out of bounds. Bergman passes inside for Vandertweeg. She goes up, gets fouled, and she's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Just trying to end this 21-0 run the Eagles have. Trying to get her CVC's first points since the opening period as she misses the first free throw. Second free throw coming up, but things aren't looking good. Misses the second one and the drought continues. Jackson brings it up center court. Passes to Filkins. Three-pointer. That's good. 40-8 the score. 5:20 to go, third quarter. Bergman drives down the left side lane, gets swatted by Jackson, and Schaefer picks it up. She throws it up for Walsh. Walsh is there, trying to find it. It's rolling on the ground, and yet another jump ball. That's number 2, Cal.
There's a lot more coming.
8 over or under?
Sure.
Are you say over or under?
I think this is gonna be more than 8.
More than 8?
Yeah.
Ooh. Schaefer. Go ahead.
There's a lot coming.
Schaefer goes inside, gets fouled. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2 now. Made a couple of free throws earlier. Let's see if she can make these ones. Rims out, back, hit the back part of the rim, then hit the front of the rim. No good. Trying to even extend their lead even more, if that's even a thing, and she does. 41-8, 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Bergman with it, passes inside for Vandertweeg, gets swatted by Schaefer, and she steps out of bounds, and it's going to be Eagles basketball. Paige Hronis into the game now for Lainey Jackson. Filkins with it at the top, hands it to Walsh. To Hronis at the top. Passes across to Filkins. Filkins up, floater, no good, airballs it, and it's gonna go the other way, CVC basketball. Schaefer looked like she thought it was out. Touched a CVC player, didn't go and try to get the ball. Looked like she was protecting it. As Hronis trips on a defender, And CVC traveled before the shot. Well, their luck. They finally make a basket, and
It doesn't count.
it doesn't count. Sule goes in, banks it in!
Great pass to Sule there.
Great pass indeed by Filkins. Bergman brings it up the left side of the court. Passes it inside, goes out of bounds, and it's off a CVC player. It's going to be Eagle basketball. Inbound it went off Horonis, almost went out of bounds, but she was able to save it real quick as Filkins brings it up the court. Tipped off Sule, and Walsh has it. Back to the top for Filkins. Across to Horonis. Horonis inside for Schaefer. Schaefer up and banks it in.
Great shot.
Great job by Filkins to find her inside. Great job using her height to her advantage by Schaefer. Bergman's shot is up and it's good. It's their first
Ends their
basket.
drought.
Ends their drought. It's their first basket since the first quarter, 45-10.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow is all you can say. And Horonis banks in a three.
Great shot, right wing.
Before that basket, it was a 29-0 run. Think about that.
Yeah,
Cal.
it just shows how great our defense is doing right now.
And there's jump ball number 3. I'll bet you a quarter it's 8.
It's exactly 8.
Exactly 8. 8 or over. Or 8 or under. Yeah?
Okay.
Because you said over. Shot is up and no good for Vandertweeg. Schaefer saves it. And Filkins trying to find it. Schaefer picks it up and she's bringing it up the court. Passes to Horonis in the corner. Three-pointer up and no good. Rebounded by Sule as she tips it out, trying to save it before it goes out of bounds. And yet another
one.
jump ball. It's number 4. Still got hope, Cal. Sule up and no good. Stolen by Walsh. Walsh passes it. Goes out of bounds. And it's going to be CVC basketball.
Cavaliers basketball.
Bergman brings it up court, guarded by Horonis. Gets a screen. She's going to shoot now. Goes off the back of the glass. No good. Rebound by Filkins as she brings it up the right side of the court. Shots up and no good. Gets fouled and she's going to go to the line now.
Filkins baseline right, shot off a couple free throws. Abby Filkins, Eagles.
If she makes both of these, the Eagles will have scored more points in the first or this quarter than the first 2 quarters. Misses it, so
Shot 30 in for CVC.
still 15 points this quarter. Second free throw's no good. And Schaefer gets the rebound, goes up, gets fouled, and she's going to go to the line and shoot 2. 2 more free throws for the Eagles.
Abby Schaefer, 2 free throws.
She's been a decent free throw shooter already. First shot's up and no good.
Between seconds to Filkins, Schaefer.
Trying to make the score 48-10, a 38-point lead. And that one's good. 48-10. Bergman with it, passes it inside for Vandertweeg. And Vandertweeg traveled. It's got to be her second or third travel already. It's going to be Eagles basketball. Horonis now 4-3, no good. Tipped out and now here comes Schaefer. Great defense by Vandertweeg and here comes CVC the other way, goes off an Eagle player and out of bounds. CVC basketball.
Maybe a fake?
Passes it in now. Great steal by Filkins. Has a man wide open down court. Hronis there. Stolen. And here comes Westra the other way. Goes up, and that one's good.
Nice try, basketball.
CVC scores another basket. 48-12 as that one goes off of Walsh's fingers. 48-12.
Hey, go right now.
Eagles have scored 4 times as many points as CVC. The Eagles' entire starting lineup coming in now, minus Filkins, who's in the game. Williams will replace her as the Eagles make a basket here. 50-12. Absolutely insane performance now. Bergman shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Soule. And Schaefer's going to bring it up the court. Passes to Filkins, down to the corner for Hronis. Inside for Schaefer, back out for Filkins. Walsh three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Schaefer, up, and that one's good.
Off pass right side, Eagles.
Great all-around team play, makes the score 52-12, 18 seconds to go. Hronis somehow finds the ball there. And Filkins is going to bring it up. Down to Walsh on the left side, inside for Soule. Up and no good, off the backboard, hits the rim. And with 1 second on the court clock, 5 Eagles players are going to check into the game.
Rebound Westwood in for CVC. Johnson coming for BC.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Eagles score 20. CVC scores 4. Cal, what do you want to make of this third quarter, or even this game? Just go off and expand as much as you can.
Well, I think we've in this last quarter we really improved our offense, and we've had a lot less fouls. So we've really improved there, and we've really kept up with our defense. So I think we're doing really great right now.
That we have. I can't even say enough of how much our team is playing together. I mean, our bench players are playing, and we're still scoring 20 points a quarter. Schaefer's really stepped it up here in the third quarter. Just trying to get out of here as fast as we can.
Yeah.
We're currently at 4 jump balls. Currently, I'm winning the bet of a quarter. You still think it's going to be over 8?
I think it's going to be about at 8.
So I was right.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say you might be right.
Gotta see. 1 quarter of basketball left. Bergman brings it up the court for the Cavaliers. Goes inside for Vandertweeg. She gets fouled, and she's going to go to the line. Vandertweeg's been awful at the free throw line, but hopefully she can look to improve.
Beautiful foul for BCHS. 2 shots. Kendall Vandertweeg, CVC.
First free throw's up and no good. Still has that unique shot where she just holds it momentarily still, and it's like a quick release. It's definitely interesting. Shots up and no good. Rebounded by Jackson as she brings it up the court the right side. Drives in. Floater no good. Rebounded by Westra. Went off of Taylor, but Westra found it again. Goes in for the layup, and that's good. CVC scores their first basket, and man, they're finally getting that offense a little bit going, you know? No points in the second quarter. 8 in the first. Only 4 in the third. Williams back out to the top for Jackson. Taylor with it. Passes it to Rogers. Taylor with the corner three, and that one's
Great
good.
shot.
Taylor, trifecta, Eagles.
Eagles up now 55-14, 41-point lead. Shots no good for Bergman, rebounded by Westra. Westra inside and gets poked out. Rogers has it. She has a man down the court. And she's just going to throw it to Jackson as she drives in the lane, gets the lay-in. Gets a little help from the rim. Makes the score 57-14. Bergman drives down the right side, working in on Jackson. Passes it inside. Buteau guarding, and then great job by CVC to make that basket.
Westra, number 11, Cavs.
Westra with it. And now Buteau takes a three-pointer, and that one's good, and the threes are starting to fall down for the Eagles. You mentioned that they needed to make more shots, and now that's what they're doing. Before, they were making those inside shots off the glass with Schaefer, Soule, and Jackson occasionally. But now these corner threes and these three-pointers from around the perimeter are finally falling in. Jackson to Buteau, to Taylor in the corner. Down inside for Buteau, back out to the top for Rogers. Down to the left corner for Taylor, no good. Rebounded by CVC, and here comes Bergman down the right side of the court. Dribbles down, stops, comes to the top, and it looks like she traveled. She did travel, tried to pass it, realized it wasn't there, tried to hold up, but took too many steps. 4:30 to go. Eagles lead 60-16. Jackson to Buteau to Taylor in the corner. Back to the top for Jackson. Jackson drives down the lane, goes up. No good. Rebounded by Jackson. She gets her own rebound and brings it back to the top, resetting. Did not hit the clock. Taylor three, no good. Tipped out, and CVC is going to get the ball. Westra brings it down the court, shots up, no good. Rebounded by Vandertweeg. She gets it. Her own rebound falls on the ground, and jump ball.
Jump ball.
Number 5. It's currently a running clock because of the lead.
Yeah, it's way too far over.
Yeah, they're just trying to get it going, you know, fast as possible. Taylor back out to Jackson, inside, kicks it out for Rogers, down to the corner for Williams, back out to Rogers, three-pointer, no good. Hits the backboard, no rim. As
Jump ball.
has another jump ball. Great job by Lainey Jackson to just get her hands in there, hold on to it, and that's number 6. My prediction's looking pretty solid right now.
Yeah.
Jackson to Buteau.
Great
Shots
pass.
up, no good. Yeah, it was a great pass, Cal. Foul on Williams for the Eagles.
Number 12 for the Eagles. Cowboys basketball.
It's going to be CVC basketball, 2:30 to go. Eagles lead by 44. Stolen by Jackson, and she has a wide open breakaway. Layup is up and no good. How do you miss that? For Jackson being such a solid player, to miss it like that, that's so rare. Buteau three now, and that one's good. Like we said, the threes are falling here in the fourth quarter. Could you imagine the score if they were falling earlier?
Yeah.
Bergman drives inside, stolen by Jackson. She's slowing it down now.
Timeout, Eagles.
Timeout by BCHS. They lead 63-16. Cal, please make some sort of analogy here and explain how we are winning by this many points.
I think we just had great defense throughout the whole game, and we kind of had a slow start with offense, but we started to pick it up, and we're just blowing them out now.
Yeah, it's definitely been a sight to see. Fun Milk Bowl so far. I mean, the crowd hasn't been really into this game because of the score, but stay tuned later for the boys basketball game. That should be a really good matchup. Boys basketball coming off that huge win against Ridgeview. Their game yesterday was a little slow at first, but then able to pull it off. Timeout's winding down now. They're just going to go ahead and start it early. Started it too early. Had to wait for the timeout clock to go.
Is the clock still at 22? The shot clock? Okay, sorry, I was asking.
Laney Jackson throws it in for Valencia Rogers. Back to Jackson. Jackson drives in, passes inside for Soule. Soule goes up, and that one's good. 65-16.
That's kind of sad. See, that's extremely sad.
Shots up and no good. Rebounded by Buteau. Buteau kicks it back to Jackson. Jackson inside, gets tipped out. Taylor finds it, two-pointer, no good. Goes out of bounds. It's off BCHS. 55 seconds to go. Eagles make one more basket. They're going to win by 50. It's pretty remarkable. Foul on Soule.
CVC ball.
Bergman with it. Shots up and no good, stolen. And the Eagles can hold it here if they want to. They throw it up for Taylor. Taylor to Soule. Soule goes in and makes the basket. 67-16, 10 seconds to go, and the clock's going to continuously roll. So we'll be out of here in about 5 seconds or so. Ball goes out of bounds, but it's a running clock anyways. So that'll do it for this one. Eagles win by a score of 67-16. What an offensive showing, and what a great defense by the Eagles. Stay tuned later. Eagles basketball against CVC. Milk Bowl boys basketball. Cal, you looking forward to it?
I'm looking forward. It was a great game last night, and I think it's going to be great today.
So we'll catch you guys for that boys basketball game. Stay tuned. Coming up around like 10, 15 minutes or